uh, case that you have tendency to predict bad things which will happen just because they happen to you. Are you one of those people who thought that starting a new job or starting a new project or starting a school um, is very uncertain thing? It's putting you off. Your mind and your heart maybe is pounding and racing with scenarios of what if, and generally most of the case of scenarios that they ever can be. Have a moment. I'm going to ask you further questions. I want you to identify yourself with this phenomena properly, because maybe it's not you. But have you found yourself excessively seeking reassurance? You repeatedly asking friends or your loved ones if you're making the right decisions, if they're happy with the way you cooked or the way that you cleaned. Are you endlessly researching informations online just to make sure that that you've committed or you advise the right thing, or you committed yourself to the right decision? All right. And that very often is around health. Now, are you one of those people who micromanage other people? What do I mean? Do you refuse to delegate tasks to others because you you don't believe that they can do the job properly? You might even try to force people around you to change, to make the behavior more predictable for you, meaning you might start controlling them. Yeah. Or maybe you find that you actually procrastinate in your life by making decisions. By not making decisions, you're actually hoping to that you will avoid uncertainty, and that the life will just have a flow. If you find ways to delay or postpone any decision or acting on any matter, maybe you can avoid situations which are due to happen. Do you find yourself procrastinating for those reasons? Um, do you repeatedly check things like, have you closed the door? Have you switched off the gas? Have you received a text message from this person or not? Do you constantly call your families and friends just to make sure that they're safe? You check, you recheck, you double check emails, text messages, your purse, your bank statement. Um, just to make sure that everything is the way it should be, because you want to ascertain predictability in your life. If that sounds like a behavior, which might be actually yours, then perhaps you want to start with first step. First step is to be certain that your worries is not anxiety. So what's the difference there? So worries tends to be more based on your thoughts, and anxiety is not only thoughts, it's what those thoughts create. So it's about feelings that it creates, but also some reactions in your body. So if you're experiencing anxieties, it is most likely that those thoughts are, yes, they're irrational or they're vague, but also they will create emotions, very strong, vivid emotions, sometimes even anxieties. Okay, and the risk there is that chronic anxieties, they can lead to anxiety disorders, panic attacks, depression, generalized anxiety disorder, tensions, nervousness, and so forth. Now, the case with worries is lighter in a sense that it is only for short periods of time, and normally they are resolvable. Normally you can find solutions to it. And today in this video, in this recording, I'm going to prove you that you can, basically. Now, constant worrying, negative thinking can actually sap emotional strength, as I mentioned, but also create feelings of jealousy, cause insomnia, create headaches, stomach problems, muscle tensions, make even difficulties for some people to breathe, yeah? And because it's so intense and it feels like there's no way out, you might go ahead with drastic measures. I'm talking about hedonistic measures such as alcohol or drugs. I don't know, even maybe addicting yourself with zoning out in front of the screen. Yeah, that's also addiction. So be aware that those worries that you're going through, they have a ripple effect, but also there is a method to deal with them. And I don't want to say control them. I just want to say deal with them. So first things comes first. I think you are due. It's only fair if you realize that chronic worry actually cannot control uncontrollable events. It will not change it. It is a case of you being under conquest of trusting. You can call it a destiny. In Arabic, we call it qadr. Worrying will just rob you of enjoyment in the present. It snaps your energy, it keeps you up at night, and it makes your life miserable. And most frankly, people around you, they will find you difficult as well. So to cope with all of this uncertainty, you might actually use worrying tendency as a coping mechanism, because you don't allow yourself to trust, you don't allow yourself to walk through uncertainty. So how to change that? I have some suggestions which in clinical world they have a great impact on others. Try them. It might be the case that they are just the right fit for you. So create a worry period. So what I mean, choose a set time and a place for worrying. So it should be something around, I don't know, it might be in your living room between 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. You're just sitting down and you're allowing yourself to experience all those worries. This is your worry zone, yeah? And write those down. Open a diary, like, have a diary, open a diary, just to see what is really going on. Rather than just going through it, try to monitor it. So, so next time, you can reality check what's going on to you. So next time when this worry period comes around, next day, next week, you take out your diary actually, and you go through the list and you see what you wrote down, and you see if those worries that were bothering you a week ago, are they still active? You can make your own decisions whether to keep them or leave them, resolve them, or still ponder on them. And if your worries don't seem important anymore, simply cut them out from your worry list. Okay, tackle your need for certainty also with immediacy. What I mean by immediacy is with very quick answers. So don't overthinking. Just give yourself, not me, because I can't hear you, those answers. So let me give you this list of those questions. What's the evidence? What is the evidence out there that those thoughts that you're having are actually true? Is there a more positive, realistic way of looking at this problem, at this situation? What's the probability that if you are scared or not, it will actually happen? If the probability is low, what are some other likely outcomes for this particular situation, for this particular problem? How will worrying about it might help you and your family or how worrying about it might hurt you and might hurt your family. What would you say to your friend who's worrying about the same things? Okay, so I hope you got it. Become protagonist by all means. Believe that any problems in your life, including worries, they are resolvable. Create solutions by maybe brainstorming. You can invite your friends if you're running out of ideas. Try not to get too hung up on finding the perfect solutions. Just give yourself an experience of finding avenues, okay, other than negativity. Interrupt the worry cycle. So other than just having that worry zone space, create a space for running, taking bath, traveling, creativity, socializing, tapping into a support system like circles, like support groups, like therapists. Think gratitude, maybe pray, maybe meditate, whatever it is that you do, try to get yourself to the realization that you are here and now and how significant it is. You see, realize that worries is about the future. If you worry, you're taking yourself straight away in the future, but you're not there yet. You are here now. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now.